Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're going to test the right side with this one. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too.
He's loose. Discards him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they jump on top.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for the offense. The give to the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Hard running there. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pull down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punt. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fighting off the defender. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You've got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. This guy can throw it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Rice. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Still on his feet at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion at time.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They go to the ground. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Got his man on the outside. Just buried it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. so loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Motion from the offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more...
He's loose on the right. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got loose, it was all over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense with the scoop and score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency
brings it down on the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He looks that one in nicely. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Going up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The snap sets up to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll line up to go for 2. Quickly complete. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Brock. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. formation, trying to spring a guy free. To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Powers forward. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 38, Auburn 30.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Auburn. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Third down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Okay, ready? Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it'll be down right there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
You sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.